Come here. Get on my screen. Start. I hate flying in role-playing games. Now, is that a hot take? I'm pretty sure a lot of DMs hate it and players love it. Now, as a DM, I think it breaks all my encounters that I've specially laid out for you. Want to get across my croc-infested swamp? Just fly over it. Wanna bypass the mechanics of my cool raft encounter? Just fly around on your broomstick. Want to save a recently deceased loved one? Just fly against Earth's orbit at super speeds until time reverses and then you can go and save them again. Well, maybe not that one. But want to bypass my whole adventure? Just fly in the sky, travel over the husk, land in the center of the swamp, and ooh, you've had yourself a bit of an adventure. I hate it. I don't like to use the word hate, but I hate it. I've seen people say the solution to this is to have flying enemies, and that's partly true. Even one of my examples coming up has flying enemies. But that also just means all those creative challenges that I've come up with on my grounded campaign, now they just turn into aerial combat every time. And oh my god, aerial combat. Don't get me started on aerial combat. Suddenly I'm having to deal with 3 dimensions and keep track of everyone's altitude and do some half-assed trigonometry to figure out attack ranges. I failed maths at college, and now suddenly I'm dealing with life and death situations where I need to figure out what a hypotenuse, the long side of the triangle is. So, no magical flying items in my world. That's my not so clever and not so original solution. Look, they're just overpowered and the players know it. You create any 3rd level party and say they can all have one uncommon magical item, and what do they all turn up with? Either winged boots or a broom of flying. Both of those are uncommon items. Like seeing a friendly cat on the street's a little bit uncommon. It's not strange, it's just a little bit uncommon. And now flying around for 4 hours is in the same category. That's just a little bit uncommon. This uncommonness, it drives me crazy. So, this is on the players. They reached too high, flew too close to the sun. And now it's no more boots and brooms for you guys. And as a DM, this is an easy solution for all sorts of magic items, and even spells. You decide what sits in your world. Don't feel bad about cutting down that magic item list. I'm even a little tempted to ban the flying spell too, but maybe it's got enough limitations to make it fun. At least the flying spell requires concentration, so if you get hit there's a chance you fall from the sky, and while flying you can't cast these other concentration spells. But magic items just let you buzz around casting whatever you feel like, while lasting a really long time and not even using a highish level spell slot. So maybe you get the flying spell, and that means when you're in the young swamp, you can fly around all you want. It's a low level zone, so most things in there won't be a challenge when you get high enough to cast the fly spell anyway. Once you get past the husk, however, into the old swamp, trapped under this canopy of twisted, gnarled branches that have hardened into an impenetrable rooftop blocking out most of the sun, then flying becomes a real hazard, because the above canopy is littered with nests of these savage rakewings. They generally keep to themselves and only swoop down in hordes to feed on carrion and creatures who have fallen to the swamp's misery. However, they are highly territorial and have wiped out all the other bird life that lived in this old corrupted swamp, and they will swarm anyone taking to the air. screeching in a frenzied rage as they defend these foggy skies in this covered biosphere. Every turn a player spends flying, they have a chance to draw the attention of a rake-wing swarm. I'm going to go with a player's stealth check versus the DC of the swarm's perception check. In this case, it's going to be a DC of 15. That should put some serious consequences on a player's decision to fly. As a DM, maybe you should drop these rumours of aggressive swarms wiping out the rest of the bird life in the swamp, and even someone will tell you the story of a wizard who took to the air and was engulfed by rakewings like a bleeding swimmer in a pool of piranhas. This is to make sure players who level up seriously consider the worth of taking that damn flying spell. Of course, you can just say, hey, people can't fly in my world, full stop, and you just take away the spell. Maybe be prepared for a bit of an argument with your players, and probably some DMs out there too, I reckon. But you know who won't argue with you? Your old mate Matt. And maybe at the end of the day, that's what's most important. Happy adventuring, folks. Keep those feet on the ground. And also, just going to let you know, I've started a Twitch channel. Links below if you want to watch me draw every now and then, or even play some games. Catch you later. Bye.